decision had been taken by the committee to limit numbers to 10. Given the numbers we observed, did you question the failure to adhere to the number of invitees, number one, and the number of persons allowed into the room on the day?
I recall in the course of the day, chairman kept making the point, especially when nominees were done, when interrogations were completed of a nominee and names were submitted for acknowledgement. Some were so tall. So chairman will remark, but why? Statutorily, we decided that only 10 persons should follow nominees. Now I have over 50 names to acknowledge. So he kept saying, he kept raising that issue that we should ensure that we stick to the numbers a portion at a time. What we didn't insist on getting the names of the invitees, because when you say somebody should bring 10, for that 10, you don't know who and who will be brought. But if we design that, let's know the names of the 10 persons that will be invited, then we'll be enforcing that strictly. That's where I also saw a lacuna, a gap. Let's insist on getting the names of the people to be invited.
Was there a consensus on the committee regarding the number of days between when the list was presented to the House and when the vetting of the nominees was to happen?
The rules governing the statutory publication inviting memo upon submission of names to the Speaker for referral to committees was waived. So if you recall, as soon as the names were released to Speaker or remitted to Speaker, referral was deemed made to the committee, and the committee met and scheduled vetting. So it was waived.
Do you recall at what time this incident occurred, the scuffle in the room?
Oh, Chairman, it should be between, I think it began from about 7:30 to 8 p.m. on Thursday. Yeah, 7:30 to 8 p.m. on Thursday.
Is that to say that by about 8 p.m. the majority leader had come in and had adjourned the sittings of the committee?
I may have to check the videos too, but the scuffle had gone on for about 20 to 30 minutes before majority leader came in. He came in, went back, and came back to restore order and made his pronouncement.
Discussion with yourself and your counterpart on the minority regarding the length of time and rescheduling, given that at this point you'd taken a decision on how many people you were going to vet that day. As the day was unfolding, and given that you still had a backlog, was there a discussion at any point between yourself and your counterpart or among the leadership to reconsider what could be done for the rest of that day?
If I recall properly, even vetting for Thursday, they were against it. Even vetting for Thursday, they were against it initially. But we had to implore them and for them to appreciate the backlog. So they agreed. But the issue was the number to vet for that day. They were not certain, but they were saying that they won't vet all. And I was saying we had a backlog. So as much as possible, let us vet. Eventually they came to say that they may agree to 4. And I told chairman that no, we had work to do. So chairman said, a bird in hand is worth 2 in the bush. So let's proceed with the 4 that they had agreed. They are not in disagreement to vetting. And when we cross the 4, then we can then engage them to add more. Even the 4, we hadn't crossed the 4 when the scuffle happened.
To clarify, at the time Honorable Akando came in, how many members had you vetted up until that point?
If I recall, we had done 3 or 4. I need to, because we didn't start early. Something happened in the morning, so we had lost so much time. in the day. So we did start early. I think we had done 3. Akano was supposed to be the 4th, if I recall.
You said something happened in the morning. Can you tell this committee what really happened?
We had an indication that they were having a caucus meeting. And so they slated 10 a.m. for start. We couldn't. They came to say that they were having a caucus meeting. So when they eventually came for us to start, it was quite past the 10 a.m. or even past 11. Yeah.